Blue Guardian versus FTMO. I'm going to take two challenges and compare both. The Blue Guardian is a 50k two-step standard evaluation. I need to achieve 8% stage 1 and 4% stage 2. The price is low, it's $207, and on the surface it looks great, doesn't it? I have to trade a minimum of 5 days. That will make at least 0.5% profit. The reason I've chosen Blue Guardian is actually because of an influencer I like and I've been a subscriber of for years. I don't use his trading methods, but I've enjoyed watching his journey. And of course, as I said earlier, the prices on Blue Guardian are great. I have heard some sketchy things about the prop firm. Basically, you only ever hear of payouts from people who are on their own channel and what I would say or describe as key influencers. There isn't really any organic talk about payments from them. I'd be gutted if it turns out to be sketchy, as it would frankly change my view on the influencer pushing the platform. I'll follow the rules and not give them an excuse not to pay me. Although when you look at the T&Cs, they are absolutely set up to use influencers and affiliates. The contract gives them very wide discretion to refuse payouts and terminate if they decide your trading style is not acceptable. Doesn't prove them as a scam company, but it does mean you're playing on their turf. So they do explicitly have an affiliate section in the T&Cs with rules about pay-per-click on their brand's keywords. Also, in terms of will they pay traders, it's at their sole discretion. They reserve the right to refuse or cancel a service, terminate the accounts at their sole discretion. They reserve the right to terminate or deny withdrawal requests if deemed that you've abused margin or not applied appropriate risk management. I'd say this is the biggest one. They don't need a hard objective rule breach, it's just their judgment. So also their prohibited trading. The list is broad and subjective. So for example, trading in any way that jeopardizes the relationship with a broker, utilizing any third-party strategy or off-the-shelf strategy or one marketed to past challenge accounts, using one strategy to pass and then a different strategy when funded as determined by the company at their discretion. So those last two are especially dangerous because lots of EAs and indicators can be interpreted as off-the-shelf or marketed to pass. They also review your trading before funding and again for withdrawals. So the activity will be reviewed by both the company and the broker in case of prohibited trading. And if that's the case, you will not receive a funded account. And later, they may deny a withdrawal request. So even if you pass, payout can still be blocked if they later label the style as prohibited. Now, let's talk about resolution. Let's see if you dispute anything. Arbitration in Dubai, which is where they're based, is going to be very realistically hard to fight if you're in the UK like I am. So let's be fair, is it legit or do they only pay influencers? Based on this agreement alone, it's not saying that they only pay influencers. I think they clearly do intend to run a real prop firm. But the terms mean they can legally refuse payouts to regular customers if they decide your trading looks to be boom or bust, margin abuse, news gambling, arbitrage or latency, or an off-the-shelf challenge passing EA. So to sum it up, from what I've read so far, and of course the proof will be in the pudding, I will test this myself and you can follow me on the journey. But to surmise, I think they likely do pay traders, but they reserve the right to not pay you if you trade in a way they don't like, and that definition is wide. Now, a little bit about me. I've been trading and learning for 4 years now. I feel I'm finally ready for a big year withdrawing money from prop firms, and this starts now. I'll show you my trades, but not in too much detail. Perhaps if people are interested, and in the future, I'll show you more on my methods, but essentially I identify key levels using multiple confluences, and then I have a specific way of entering. I'll trade any currency pair where the levels appear. I mark up my charts on the weekend. I reset anything from the prior week. So every weekend it's brand new. I'll delete all my indicators and go again. So, it gives me a fresh perspective on each pair. I do travel a lot with work, so it is hard to execute at the right times. But look, I'll have to do my best to manage this. And I suppose this will be a realistic case of, trying to become a full-time profitable trader whilst working a job that really does interfere with, I suppose, key trading times. I'll be using MT5 for for both FTMO and Blue Guardian. I'll probably show my trades to you on TradingView though, because it is easier. So for the FTMO account, I think I'll go for the 100k because it's on offer at the moment. They really are the standard for other firms to reach, so I don't see any issues getting paid from these guys. They have a 10% and then a 5% to achieve, and a minimum 4 trading days. But again, with FTMO, what's good is you can literally just open and close a trade very quickly at a very small amount, and that will count as a trading day. The reason I'm making these videos, firstly, is to hold myself accountable. The reason I believe I haven't been profitable consistently yet is purely down to my psychology. The typical gambling emotions that come with trading, fear of missing out, chasing losses, etc. So back to my Blue Guardian. As you can see, I have basically passed phase 1. I risked 2% on my first trade for a roughly 1 to 4 RR. And then I've just used my experience to nip in and out each day to get my 0.5%. If you want to follow the journey, make sure to subscribe and I will update regularly. Thanks for watching.